So I got this loose, but it's captured behind the AC lines. Let's see if I can snake it out of here. I need to switch this accumulator out anyway, but oh, look at that, I got it. Oh, cool. All right. Wow, something actually went good for me for a change. Like I said, this is kind of therapeutic for me, going through all these wires, trying to figure out what's what. So I'm going to go through this little fuse box. I'm going to open up all this. You know, General Motors use like epoxy in this. So I'm going to have to figure out, I'm going to have to like cut this all apart to set these wires free so I can, oh, look at that mess in there. Oy. Hopefully it's old enough where I can just pop it loose. So let me get this apart. I actually got that all off of there. That's I was expecting to break that. Still a little soft. So that's cool. I get to reuse this piece. Happy with that. So now I gotta get this all apart and see if I can get these wires loose. Hopefully this comes apart pretty easy. It looks like it wants to. Just pick away at it with the flathead. Cool. I'm surprised I got that whole mess out of there. But now I can go through all these wires, figure out what I need, what I don't need. Right off the bat, I got the, I'm going to say that's a high pressure switch. That might be the low pressure switch. I think these had the high pressure switch on the back of the compressor, if I remember. I can't remember. But anyway, the Pt.2 computer handles the air conditioning controls. And I don't remember if the little box that's in the dash that does the air conditioning and heat, if that controls the air conditioning, or if I have to wire all that up to somehow, you know, I mean, I live in Florida, so I just want it to come on. I don't care, like, I'm not going to need it to warm up, you know what I mean? It just needs to be on, so I'll figure all that out, but, you know, I want to separate all the stuff so I can still use it. So, let me cut all this apart and see what I need. So that didn't go quite the way I expected it to go. Down in this area here, that group of wires, that's everything going to like the instrument cluster, coolant temperature, oil pressure. Those wires that are cut down here, those went to the transmission. I don't know why they got cut, but I think that was like the backup lights. And I want to say this had a manual in it, like a neutral safety, maybe not, I can't remember. Over here I got everything for the battery. This is the ground, which grounds to the chassis, and then this would have grounded to the block. That's that might be reused, maybe not, I don't know. This is power. Probably get new ones just because of how grungy they are. This wire here would have went to the alternator, and then this other wire, it runs down along the frame here with the battery, or the wire that would have went to the starter, and then this thing here came up, gave constant power to this block, and then this is like what fed power to everything else. I think I'm gonna do away with it, and I got that fuse block from Amazon. I think I'm going to use that with all modern fuses and stuff, because this whole system relies on like these fusible links. That's what these are. There's a fuse inside here, so if this fuse pops, like, you can't see it, you know, you have to literally get out a multimeter and start testing things to see if you're getting power. And you know, it's just a pain in the butt. Like, I don't want to be on the side of the road, you know. This is a fun truck. I'm not going to be carrying a multimeter with me, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to go out and look at the fuse and see it's blown, you know what I mean? So so all those other wires that are out there, I've got like the purple wire, the pink wire, and the red wire. That's power going to the ignition switch, the column. One is switched power. When you turn the key forward, you know, it'll turn all the accessories on and everything, turn the computer on and all that. And then the purple wire is your, when you turn the key forward, it sends power down to the starter. So that's, I got that all figured out. You see the yellow tape on these wires. I got like this one up here is for the fuel pump. I got the wire next to it. This one goes into the other harness that goes down. That goes to the fuel pump. This one here comes from the key. When you turn the key forward, it would have went to the relay over there and sent power to the computer to let it know that it's about to crank. You know, this would turn the relay on basically. So, you know, I've got all my wires in place here. I just have to, you know, set it all up. So, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of them fusible links. So, and this is one that would have went over there to go into the, you know, instrument cluster and the steering column. So if this little fuse blows in here and everything goes out, like, you've got no idea, you know. So it's all going to be here on a fuse block, and I'll be able to look at everything. It'll be nice and clean, no guessing. So that's the harness for the engine. You know, this would have came off the PCM, ECM, whatever. This is everything it takes to run that little V6. Here's the wires that go to the throttle body injector. These are the injector wires. So that's it. I got over here, this would have been the fuel pump relay. I'm going to put a more modern one in. And all of that little mess right there, I'm keeping that. That is what ran the air conditioning. So this was a real simple, you know, power would go into it and would send to the two switches. So you had your like a high pressure and a low pressure, and it just daisy chains. As long as it sees that both switches are closed, it would shoot power to this, which is your compressor. Real simple. So I don't know why this one was in here, is leeching power off of something, but I saved it. I don't know. So air conditioning stuff there, I'm keeping that, like I said. And I guess I got to get the filter in that and put the gasket in. And I lost all the bolts to the pan. I don't know where the bolts are. That's why it's still sitting here upside down. Otherwise it would be on the transmission jack. So I finally found some bolts. I stole them from another transmission. I don't know where the bolts came from or went to from this transmission. But all this really needs is filter. Put this gasket back on. I didn't use any transmission lube, otherwise it probably would have slipped right in. Anyhow, cool. Yes please and thank you. That's it. Okay. Alright, let me get a few of these started and get back with you. There we go. I got the filter in. Gasket and the pan's back on. I can get it back on the transmission stand and make it look like it's not dead. Back on the transmission stand. So my next thing is, like I said, I'm going to power wash this all again. I just want to like touch up the frame a little bit with some paint, make it look good. And I got to put everything in. Remember that pulley was hitting right here, so I'm going to have to cut this out and channel it a little bit so that pulley won't hit. So I'm going to put everything back in, then like take it back out and just to mark that, and then put it back in again. So I got quite a bit of work ahead of me. Alright, till next time. And it's ready to go. Alright, I need 2 hands to do this.